Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So the buyers are still coming in. You can see the tails here. This almost looked like a tweezer bottom and then just sort of rolled over. And now we've got buyers coming in again off the 33 EMA. So that is, I'm not so sure that's an area to be buying at the moment. As I said yesterday, I think we've got a pretty strong zone of support here. That's why we have it at 15,770. And I still think 1600 is what we should be targeting again, but we are forming lower highs at the moment. You can see a string of lower highs, but we're not really forming lower lows at the moment. We are just sort of trending on that trend line. So if we start moving down and you look at the price action, there's no ways I want to be trading price action like that. So that is a pretty solid triangle in actual fact. I'll do that on the hour, but on the 155 EMA, you know, the 33 and the 66 just floating around aimlessly, oscillators all over the place. Nothing that I really want to be trading at the moment. And if we come down to the hour, you'll see there's the bottom of the triangle. There's the top of the triangle. And you can see big down, big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big down, big confusion, range day. Oscillators nowhere. We are below the moving averages on the hour, so but we've got a gap to the upside, and we do have a gap to the downside. I'm pretty sure that gap's still open, or maybe I'm just smoking some really good stuff. It's just, there was a gap. That one's closed. There's that one there, and that one's closed. I don't see any others, so let's just see what closed. Okay, so those gaps are still open. So we've got those gaps down to the downside, and you've got this gap to the upside. Gap to the upside is closer than the ones to the downside. At the moment, looking at the market, futures is ever so slightly up. I think the DAX right now is up. No, I lie. The DAX is flat. It's up 0.03. So extremely flat right at this level where we opened. So for me, I'm still sitting on my hands. I'm really not interested in trading a sideways market. And what I'm really looking for is, I'm looking for the 3 hour, the 4 hour. I'm looking for their oscillators to group to the downside. And ideally, I would like to see a little bit more downside on the daily oscillators. But we are off the top. So that's nothing really there's no indicator here that's telling me to do anything right now. I think watch that trend line as well. Watch this trend line at the bottom here. So just get it drawn in. Just draw it. Just do it like that. I'll give you a much better, more accurate view of where that trend is. So that's a trend line. Watch that. Watch this triangle. See what happens. But also be wary that this is probably what is going to happen today. We're just going to range here. We're waiting for a whole lot of data out of the US, and we're waiting for the Feds to talk as well. And there's a concern about when the taper is going to happen, when the government's going to stop buying bonds and taper off all these stock purchases and bond purchases and everything else they've been doing to stimulate the market. So that is kind of what the scenario is at the moment. So we need to just wait for them and see which way the market's going to respond to whatever they say. Anyway, that's it for me today. End of a fairly wild week, but nevertheless, I hope to catch up with you next week, and enjoy the weekend. Cheers for now.